Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, happy Tuesday to you all. Hopefully your day is going brilliantly, or if you're watching this at any other point in the week, hopefully having a great day nonetheless. We are jumping back on board with some of the albums that we missed out on yesterday due to time constraints. With the WayV I comeback. Yes, we checked out Give Me That, or at least the Korean version of Give Me That yesterday. And now we have got the 4 other B-sides on the album that are new on the scene, which I am very excited to get into. Last time around was my first proper era of WayV, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Let's hope that continues today. So, technically on this album, we got 2 versions of Give Me That. On the MV, it was the Korean version, and while we could listen to the Chinese version of Give Me That, I'd rather just go straight into the new B-sides and just get those 4 out of the way. Also, due to time constraints, because we are now kind of pushing for time in the evening slots, so we're going to do, Shia Wolf, Might As Well, New Ride, and Don't Get Mad, those 4 new songs. We'll read the song credits before we listen to the song, talk about them, the whole 9 yards. This is an SM album, which probably means we're going to have to chop this up a little bit before it goes out on YouTube. So if, in case that does end up happening, timeline below is going to tell you what songs we're listening to. But also in the description, you'll find a link to the uncut version of the album listen, which will take you over to the offsite archive where I have everything, like album listens and stuff that gets content ID blocked and stuff like that. You'll get a general idea of what I'm talking about through the YouTube version. I'll just chop it up into places where I'm actually talking about the song through the song, and then leave the big bulk of the talking after the song in as normal. So, with that out of the way, let's get into it. Here we go! Righty-o. It is a little bit of a shame that we only get 5 out of the 6 members in WayV this time around. I didn't realize that this was the release where Winwin was going to be absent, but it's a little bit of a shame. Especially because Winwin is the one that I think I know the least about in WayV right now. Like, last time around when we did the On My Youth album, I was most impressed by Winwin, just because he's the one that I really didn't know going into things. But hopefully we get a full WayV release again pretty soon here, and we don't have to wait another, eternity for it. Or we could get some solo stuff too. I wouldn't be mad at that either. Anyways, no color-coded lyrics this time around, mainly because I haven't seen anybody release any of the B-sides, which is odd. Like, the usual go-to channels that I, go for WayV's content hasn't uploaded anything. It's been almost a day since the album dropped, and we haven't gotten anything, so I wonder why that's the case. But either way, we are going to continue with the B-sides. Track number 2 on the album, She a Wolf, lyrics by Park Tae-won, composition Ronnie Svensson, Adrian Thiessen, and Judith Wick, Yop Pangemanan, and Kyle Wong. Arrangement Ronnie Svensson and Pizza Punk.
고독한 모습은 in the moonlight 다가갈수록 사라질 것만 같아 사라질 것 같아 It's a match, you don't play by the rules now 조금 특별하고 달라지던 even try Oh my 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 신비로웠던 포기
This is not the kind of jazzy song that I thought we were going to get based off the opening. It's weirdly sultry in a way. Whoa! Oh, that's a harder hitting chorus than I expected. Oh, and then we got a little bit more melodic in the second half. Okay. Really cool that they tied in some vocal harmony into a rap verse too. That's nice.
Is it true?
Yeah, this chorus is kind of a trip, isn't it? It starts off so hard with the like a woof, but then it goes super pretty with the vocal harmonies, and then we get this.
Is it true? She gonna get ya good. 고요한 눈빛에 mistake look. 가두려고 하면 she gonna eat you up and leave you should. She gonna get ya good.
Whoa. So we end with the slow, loungy, like saloon jazz thing too. What an interesting song. This takes you places, doesn't it? Huh. Well, I'll tell you this though. Kind of like what I learned from the On My Youth album. We're already into the point where this song has the power, but it's also got the really pretty vocal moments that we got in, or at least that I learned through the On My Youth album. And that's really cool to me. Because this song's got, you know, this song goes from the really hard hitting to she a wolf. They really lean in on the woof part, right? But following that, immediately, you know, she's a bada, and it's super pretty, like, vocal harmony going on, and then it switches gears to this really pretty, smooth, buttery vocal section, and just going from the hard hitting into the really smooth, and then go into the rhythmic moment, go into the smooth, go into the hard hitting. It just goes places, and that's really cool to me. Also, the fact that WayV can just pull that transition off so seamlessly like that is... Ooh, so much fun indeed. Apologies for the cut, that was an email that I had to answer to. But we move on swiftly. Track number 3. Yes, I know how to count using my fingers. Might as well. Lyrics by YTP. Composition Brian Yu, Mark Along, Honey Noise, Noedio, Jacob Aaron, Yan Bars, Rajan Muse, Nathan Lewis with Brian Yu, Mark Along, Honey Noise on arrangements. A couple of familiar names, a couple of new ones. Alright. Yeah, the hall again?
Tell me how you love me, tell me that it's real. If you put in work, then we can make it real. 像生命用暗示交出来过，随时上演 do it and do it and do it. We might as well 看着你的眼神里有话想说 You got that supernatural feeling and it can't be helped 结果所有不可思议的迷惑 Yeah girl you got me going crazy You let me know 公主微刻在梦境的地图 You are in my brain
Really interesting that WayV are going for this kind of Western aesthetic this time. Because, I mean, it wasn't the entire song, but it happened in Shia Wolf as well.
Tell me how you love me, tell me that it's real If we put in work then we can make it real I don't wanna waste no time, get it on 原本在此刻滚烫的渴望去眼梦里寻找 We can take it slow 这是完美复刻 Better want it more 像是命运暗示交错
We're still getting the vocal variety, though. We're getting some of the high vocals, the low vocals, the powerful vocals.
的路就走讯号 What you gonna say The way you shine Get a shine Get it right Everybody gone Wish that they were us 语言嵌入我们之间 Then you best believe that it's on 考验梦现实兑现的几率高着 up in that zone It's amazing amazing What's it gonna be Amazing amazing 感触 in my dream 关注微刻在梦境的地图 You're all in my brain 思想像是很清楚 Never turning back 答案就在不远处
Very charismatic in a song.
Tell me how you love me Tell me that it's real
but it's very much leaning into that Western yeehaw inspiration. It's almost like remember when ITZY did Not Shy and their entire album was kind of based on that Western influence?
We might as well.
It's like this Gimme That album is kind of like that.
I wanna get you real with me, yeah, about it. I'm talking to you now. I'm talking to you now. Play the game, I'm a ball. Shoot a shot, I'm a fall. And I know wanna go. Girl, you got me going crazy. I'm a ball. Shoot a shot, I'm a fall. It's a time, gonna go now, gonna go. Tell me how you love me. Tell me that it's right. If you put in work, then we can make it real. I don't wanna waste no time, get it on. Yeah, but just a couple time, like a while. Yeah, only stranger, we can take it slow. 제주 안에 푹 가, and I want it more.相信你也安心，这样做来过。随时上演 do it and do it and do it. 这一点我能看见。
Oh, the vocal. There were so many vocal layers going on, I completely forgot that we were supposed to be talking about it. Wow.
We might as well.
Stop. Pause. Pause when I tell you to, YouTube, please. Thank you. Might as well. What an interesting take. This entire album is kind of blowing my mind for me because, well, while I'm not very familiar with WayV and their entire discography, from the songs that I do know, they tend to lean into the little bit of the more darker and dramatic, at least in comparison to 127 and Dream. Like, 127 have been doing a lot of the hard-hitting stuff, because in terms of recent releases that I'm very well versed in, it's AO and Fact Check. Those are the two 127 like eras that I'm very familiar with, because those are the two that I've covered here on our quarter of the internet. When it comes to WayV, of course, it's On My Youth, but we also listened to Phantom at the turn of last year as well, and both of those songs, pretty heavy, pretty dramatic, almost theatrically dramatic, right? And then when it comes to Dream, you know, we have Broken Melodies and ISTJ. I haven't done Smoothie yet, the release from this year. But, again, same thing, very distinctly different sound. But for me, my kind of pre-established notions about their music was that dramatic, heavier, darker sound. So the fact that this entire album is going in a kind of lighter, almost more charming yeehaw western direction is blowing my mind a little bit. Having said that, Might As Well really takes that motif and runs with it. It's got the very metallic, almost clangy acoustic guitars, like steel wound acoustic guitar sound. They're not really like shying away from the fact that there's a very distinct sound signature when it comes to the type of music that Western music generally has, and I mean Western as in cowboys and the wild frontier, not American and European, just general music. And instead of shying away from it, they almost doubled down on it in a sense, which is really interesting to me. All it's missing, like, the only next step they could do in making it even sound more Western is by adding your stereotypical Western sounds to it, you know, cowbells and some yeehaws and stuff like that. And that's really interesting to me, because there's been a good handful of Western sounding K-pop songs before. I guess with WayV it's C-pop, but we'll classify them as K-pop in the meantime. This is the most amount of westernist kind of composition style that we've gotten in a K-pop / C-pop song that I've listened to in a hot minute, and that's very interesting. And now we move on. Track number 4, New Ride, lyrics YTP, composition Greg Bonick, Hayden Chapman, Leno Linjama, Jeffrey the Kid, Adrian McKinnon, with London Noise and Leno on arrangements. Very familiar names in here. Here we go. Again, a lighter, more charming type beat. If this continues throughout the song, on, it got very pretty there.
I'ma pick you up in my new ride and we ride it.
Oh, it's
You be giving me that new vibe and I like it.
vibey as fuck. Okay.
Let me come through now. Do what you wanna do now. In my new ride, yeah. Let me just stop for a minute. 别想泛红着温热 Taking this love to
You know what this song would be? If this song didn't have this
Wanna be a lover
snappy, like, digital beat to it, this would be very coffee house-esque, isn't it?
Leaving me mesmerized.
It's super chill. It's very easy on the ears, too.
I'ma pick you up in my new ride and we ride it. You be giving me that new vibe and I like it.
Yeah.
So let me come through now. Do what
It's
you
very
wanna do
groovy.
now in my new ride, yeah. 우릴 지금까지 좀带着我方向运转
Cool swells.
以我方向感 浪漫的节目偏是对白这条公路直走绝不分
Cool reset.
的季节 Me and you yeah kick back relax 微风吹都融化 I make it vroom 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 till the sunset You can slide on me 安全感包围 Put up make that thing go boom 今晚所有期待不让它结束 In my new ride and we ride it
Yeah.
You be giving me the new vibe
I love that. Yeah. It's so cute. It's very charming, too. Yeah. Oh, a little bona fide post-chorus, too?
Let me just stop
Yeah. Oh, that was kind of cute. I really liked how vibey that was. I was still under the impression that had this song not had that modern kind of trap type synthetic beat to it, would have been very coffee shop-esque, and that's I like that. And you know, it's the first of the songs that doesn't scream Western now. Well, I guess Shia Wolf didn't really scream Western, did it? But you know, like comparing it to Might As Well, we're very much back in the regular pop realm to me, and that's nice. This is, for me, the most palatable song on the album right now. It's so easy to listen to it. You can listen to it in like a multitude of scenarios, and it would be perfectly appropriate. It's a song that I reckon can get a lot of playtime through it. And it's also a song that you, as the listener, can really get involved with, especially with the yeah. And it's, you know, you listen to the song live, if you know the song, you're gonna get involved with the yes, aren't you? Like, if there's a fan chant for it, it's going to be the yes. So, to get a song that invites the listener into participating along with the artist, yeah, of course I'm gonna like it. It's very easy to learn, it's easy to remember, it's easy to listen to, and you can't really ask for more than that when it's a song that's like oriented for the listener's experience, right? Now, I don't know if that's actually the case or not, but it very much feels like that. Nice. Right, and then one final song, track number 5, Don't Get Mad, lyrics by YTP, composition, Daniel Davidson, Peter Wolovic, Ed Druitt, Fraser Churchill, Mitch Hansen with PhD on arrangements. I reckon most of those names were also on the On My Youth album as well, weren't they? Wow, that took a hot minute to figure out what the meter of the song was.
Don't forget 那夜流星低着头看你眼睛 Don't forget that you call
It's not a ballad, but I wonder if it's gonna be kind of that charming acoustic sound. Okay, it's not necessarily all acoustic, it's very charming still though.
I know I got no other girl, yeah And you got in the world. Don't get mad. Other guys in the world.
Wow, that song grew a lot more than I thought it was going to. I love how much it grew though. It's very rich in that one section. And then we're back into this really light sound.
Don't forget that you call it love. Hey girl, don't get mad. You can show up, but you can't react like that. Wait, 你许下诺言，映着绽放佛昨日的画面。I know I got no other girl, yeah. You got a lot of other guys in the world. Don't get mad. Other guys.
Yeah, that way this song just steps up and steps up again and then steps up again is really pronounced and really cool because it's not overdoing it for me. Oh, we're gonna keep it pretty high for the bridge too, okay.
Sometimes I still think about your lips, but it's time to face that change.
Oh, the vocal harmonies. Hello, gentlemen.
But you can't react like that. Way, 你许下诺言，映着绽放佛昨日的画面。I know I got no other girl, yeah. You got a lot of other guys in the world.
Gosh, this final phase of the chorus is so cool to me. You'd almost think if there's this much stuff going on that it'd be too much. Do not get that feeling at all. It's the perfect amount of increase. Wow, okay. That's really nice to listen to. Like, really, really nice on the ears. I'm tremendously surprised by that. In fact, I'm tremendously surprised by the entire album. Because it's definitely not the WayV I was expecting to hear. Again, I mentioned earlier, dark and dramatic is the WayV that I know. This isn't the WayV that I know, but I feel like I've learned a lot through it. And specifically in Don't Get Mad, man, the composition is very clever. I love the way it grows in phases, and the when in the growth is so tastefully done. But all in all though, even though it does start with that acoustic vibe to it, it kind of loses the acousticness towards the end of the song, and yet I don't miss it. I love the way that it goes into the more electric and digital instruments as the song progresses, and when it does, it doesn't shy away from the fact that the song has switched gears into that electronic, more digital sound. Because they don't half-ass it, they go full in on it. And because they go full in on it, it doesn't feel like anything is missing from it. And that growth, when it grows, it's so rich and so bold. Bold as in not like, you know, experimental and explorative, but like, the sound is big. But it's not overwhelming, and I think that's the hard part about Don't Get Mad that they've gotten really well, is the balancing of it all. That could have been so easy to just get so wrong, especially with a song that starts off very light, very delicate. To end the kind of first initial block of the song with that big, impactful final half of the chorus, you have to be really careful on what you're doing, or else it's going to feel like it's over the top. Never got that feeling with Don't Get Mad. Huh. What a different album. I feel like I've seen a new side of WayV I didn't know wasn't going to be a thing. Never a bad thing, mind you, but cool. Very cool. It's like me learning, kind of reminds me of me learning NCT Dream for the first time, because I was very much a title track merchant with NCT Dream, and well, not even a title track merchant. I listened to like Hello Future, and that was about it. Because I love the bright stuff that Dream do. And, you know, down the road I found like Dunk Shot and like chewing gum. Of course, they did. What was it? They did HOT's Candy for Christmas 2 years ago, and I came across NCT Dream when they were doing their cutesy stuff. So when they did ISTJ last year, and we got a little bit of that harder hitting stuff, I was like, okay, this is different, but I can get on board with it. Kind of like this time around with WayV. I love dark and dramatic WayV. I think they do such a good job at their voices, and their attitude towards that type of music works so well for them. But going with a little bit of a more playful, lighter sound, like Give Me That and the entire EP that went along with it, I'm not mad at the fact that it's really different from what I was ready for. Because we got some good songs out of it. In terms of B-sides, I'd probably put Shia Wolf number one, or New Ride. New Ride or Shia Wolf number one for me, in terms of B-side on the album. But all in all, it's just a solid album, isn't it? It really is just a solid album. And I do wonder what's going to happen with Win Win. I hope we get him as part of the group, because the thing is, like, it's only one member out of 6 that we're missing. But when a group has got such an involved rap line like WayV does, like half the group is rap line, right? When you have a group that has such a dominant rap section, and you only get 2 out of the 3, it's only 33% missing. But then you think about it, that's 33% of the rap section missing, and their presence not being behind the mic is noticeable. It's like B2B4U or 5-member Billy. You know it's not the full group. The magic of the full group is still there, but you know there's something missing. This WayV album kind of gives me that vibe, and I do wish I could have heard what this album could have sounded like with Win Win on all the tracks. But, you know, scheduling and stuff happens, and that's unavoidable sometimes. We understand that. But, yeah, nothing to complain about whatsoever. Nothing at all. So, great success. But that is going to be it from me today. Thank you all for listening along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!